Hello students, welcome to Umadevi Children Academy. Today we are going to discuss the P block element and the topic is sulfuric acid. So what are the properties of sulfuric acid? What is the nature of sulfuric acid? What happen when it react with the metals, water and all those things property we are going to this chapter. Oxoacid of sulfur. Oxoacid of sulfur, the number of oxoacids such as H2SO3, S2S2O3, S2S2O4, S2S2O5, S2SX. X means n number, either 2 to 5 number. So these all are the etc. all are we call as a oxoacid of sulfur. It means the sulfur which is bonded with the hydrogen and oxygen called as a oxoacid of sulfur. And during the dissociation it releasing the hydrogen, so it is called oxoacid of sulfur. So some oxoacids are unstable, they cannot be isolated. Some are unstable, so we can't able to identify it, or we can't able to separate them. Right. So here the structure: H2SO3, S2SO3, H2SO3, and S2S2O7, S2S2O7, O6 here, and here O7, right? So these are structure. These all are the examples of the oxoacid of sulfurs. Sulfuric acid. The sulfuric acid is the one of the most important industrial chemicals. It is used. So sulfuric acid is manufactured by the contact process. So for manufacturing, it involves the 3 steps. First one, the burning of sulfur or sulfur ore generates sulfur dioxides. Conversion of sulfur dioxide to sulfur dioxide in presence of vanadium pentoxide catalyst. Third process, absorption of sulfur dioxide, and the sulfur dioxide in H2SO4 give the oleum. These are the 3 steps. 3 steps are involved in the contact process. Right, friends? So what are the 3 steps we are discussed here? So first one, the burning of sulfur or sulfide ore in air generates sulfur dioxide. So we are using here the sulfur react with the oxygen to form sulfur dioxides, right? So or you may use the sulfur ore 4FeS2. 4FeS2, it means react with oxygen to form the 8 moles of sulfur dioxide, and here the reaction is wrong here, students. The make reaction here, the 2Fe2O3, right? Okay, now fine, it's correct. 2Fe2O3, right? So the sulfur dioxides are forms here. So this is the first steps. So whenever we are using the ore particles, so it purified the removing dust and the impurities from arsenic compounds. The arsenic compound which is purifying the sulfur ore. After that, the purified sulfur react with the oxygen to form sulfur dioxide. Conversion of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide in presence of vanadium pentoxide catalyst. Sulfur dioxide react with the oxygen in presence of vanadium pentoxide catalyst. It forms sulfur trioxide. So during in which it liberate heat is the minus 196.6 kilojoules. So vanadium pentoxide is a catalyst which is adding the oxygen toward the sulfur dioxide to form sulfur trioxide. After formation of the sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxides are passed into the concentrated sulfuric acid to form oleum. Sulfur trioxide passed toward the concentrated sulfuric acid to form oleum, right? Next, oleums are diluted with the equal amount of water, then forms 98% of sulfuric acid. The dilution of oleum with water to give the sulfuric acid desired concentrations. So industries, the 2 steps are carried out simultaneously to make process the one and continuous one, and also reduces most. Sulfuric acid is obtained by the 96% here. Right, friends? The first step is here, convert sulfur, react with oxygen to form sulfur dioxide. Second, sulfur dioxide react with the oxygens in presence of vanadium pentoxide to form sulfur trioxides. Sulfur trioxide passed over the concentrated sulfuric acid to form oleum, and the oleums are finally S2S2O7 divided with the water to form H2SO4, right? So these are the three steps involved to formation of sulfuric acid. Right, students? Condition for contact process. So reaction is exothermic, reversible, and forward reaction leads to be decrease the volume. So reaction must be exothermic, and reaction must be reversible, and forward reaction leads to decrease the volume. Forward reaction in which whatever the forward reactions are there, these all the forward reactions, they have to be decrease the volumes. How we have to decrease the volume? By increasing the pressure. By increasing pressure, decreasing the volume. So that's why we have to apply here the low temperature and high pressure. So decreasing volume, we have to apply here the high pressure and low temperature, and favorable condition to maximum yield. Students, but temperature should not be very low, otherwise rate of reaction becomes slow. We have to maintain here the optimum temperature. The optimum temperature we have to maintain here with high pressure. If we were continuously decrease the temperature, means the reaction becomes very slow, students, right? So here the process. So first we are passing the sulfur ore in this chamber. The sulfur ore react with the air, oxygen, to form the sulfur dioxide, and the sulfur is purified here with arsenic. The arsenic chamber is there. The arsenic, which is the carry all the dust particles here and allowing the only sulfur dioxides. Sulfur dioxide is washed with water. Here sulfur dioxide is washed with water. Water is removed here, and the sulfur dioxide again passed into sulfuric acid chamber. So sulfuric acid washed here. So it means this sulfuric acid is the mush form. So this mush in which we want to remove the water. So that's why we are adding sulfuric acid. So this sulfuric acid, sulfuric acid absorb completely, water can be absorbed. Then the dry sulfuric acid is react with oxygen in presence of vanadium pentoxide catalyst to form sulfur trioxide. Sulfur trioxides are dissolved into concentrated sulfuric acid to form oleum. Right, students? Physical property of sulfuric acid: it is a colorless, dense, oily liquid. Specific gravity 1.84 at 298 Kelvin. The acid freeze at 283 Kelvin and boil 611 Kelvin. It dissolved in water evolution of large amount of heat. It releasing large amount of heat when it dissolved in water. So hence the care must be taken while preparing the sulfuric acid. While the diluting the sulfuric acid, it releasing large amount of heat, and this heat is the hazardous. It will affect our eyes and the in our the breathing problem. It can be occurs breathing problems. So while taking, we have to take the precautions. While preparing, we have to take precautions. Right, friends? Chemical properties of sulfuric acid: it is low volatile nature, it is a strong acidic character, it is a strong affinity with water, and ability to act as a oxidizing agent. Low volatile. First one is the low volatile. How is low volatile? It is low volatile because it associates to form the hydrogen bond here. It is form the hydrogen bond. The first sulfuric acid, H2SO4, this is the first sulfuric acid. So this is the first sulfuric acid. This is second sulfuric acid. First one, second one. The hydrogen is showing the attraction to the next sulfuric acid oxygen. Hydrogen is showing the attraction to the next sulfuric acid oxygen. So due to the hydrogen bonding, it is low volatile nature. Right. Strong acidic character. Strong acidic means the sulfuric acid dissolved in water to form hydronium ion to form sulfonic acid. So for a dissociation constant is very large here. Ka is very large. So dissociation of hydrogen Dissociation of hydrogen from the sulfuric acid, we need large amount of energy, so dissociation constant is very large here. Students, dissociation constant is very large. And next step, the dissociation constant is very small, 1.2 10 to the power of minus 2. So dissociation constant is large means the sulfuric acid is largely dissociated into hydrogen ions and sulfonic ion. Sulfuric acid dissociation purpose, we need large amount of energy here. Students, so because the electronegativity of oxygens are strongly holding the hydrogen atoms, that's why it is not easily dissociated. And greater dissociation constant, the stronger is the acid. Dissociation constant is greater means the acid is the more stronger here. So acid form two types of salt. Normal salt like sodium sulfate and copper sulfate, or the one more salt is, that is the acid sulfate. Acid sulfate means sodium bisulfate, called as acid sulfate. That we will discuss one by one here. Action of metal. Dilute sulfuric acid react with metal to liberate the, sorry students, it is liberate the hydrogen gas. So sulfuric acid react with zinc to form zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas forms here. So less electropositive metal like copper, silver can never replace the hydrogen gas because they are less reactive than hydrogen. So that's why these are never replace hydrogen. Second one, action with metal. Calcium oxide react with H2SO4 to form CSO4, liberate hydrogen gas. Action with hydroxide here. So the H2SO4 being the dibasic acid, it forms two series of salt. It is a dibasic acid, it means it is releasing 2H plus ion. It releases 2H plus ion, so it is the dibasic acid. Sulfuric acid react with sodium hydroxide to form sodium sulfate water. This is we call the normal sulfate. Right. Sulfuric acid react with NaOH to form the sodium bisulfate. Sodium bisulfate we call the acid sulfate. We call it as acid sulfate here. Understood students? So these are the chemical reactions. Next, reaction with ammonia. Sulfuric acid react with ammonia to form ammonium sulfate. And the sulfuric acid act as a dehydrating agent. Why it act as dehydrating agent? Because strong affinity with water. H2SO4 have a strong affinity with water. Due to that reason, it act as a strong dehydrating agent. Understood students? So the dehydrating agent, the first process is drying gases. Many wet gases like carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, HCl, Cl2, etc. can be dried by passing sulfuric acid. So many reaction in which these gases are exist. Many reaction in which these gases are exist in a very wet form. So drying purpose, we are spraying the sulfuric acid. We are spraying sulfuric acid over this chemical compounds. Then wet gases are turns into dry. Understood students? It provides the gas, but it do not react with H2SO4. The provided gases do not react. These gases, when it dry, when these acid in which if we are passing the H2SO4, so these gases cannot react with the H2SO4 here. Right students? Because the H2SO4 just only dry this component, absorb the moisture with water and form the hydrogen bond with water molecules only. So that's why these gases cannot react with the water molecules. Right students? For example, I am using the moisture, carbon dioxide, or we are using the HCl. Moisture, HCl, right? Like this, HCl. Moisture means it contains the water drops. Water drops, right? So when we pass the, so this gas is moisture content, right? So when we pass the H2SO4, constant H2SO4 over this moisture HCl, then what happened? This gas cannot react with H2SO4 because H2SO4 is main motive is it attract the water molecules. Water molecules also shows the more hydrogen bonding toward the H2SO4. Water molecules is showing the more hydrogen bonding toward the H2SO4. So that's why all the moisture will attract and leaving behind dry HCl. So that's why the provided gas do not react with H2SO4. Right, students? The chairing means incomplete combustion of organic matter to leave solid residue, called as chairing. For example, sucrose react with sulfuric acid, releasing the carbon, that is we call as a chairing, and the water molecules are absorbed by the sulfuric acid. So this glucose solution, in which if we add the constant sulfuric acid, it absorbs the water molecules, and leaving behind the carbon black residue called as a chairing. Action with salt. The sulfuric acid, because it's low volatile, it can be manufacture the more volatile acid with corresponding salt from their corresponding salt. For example, MX react with H2SO4 to form HX. HX may be hydrogen fluoride, may be hydrogen chloride, or may be nitric acid, right? So sulfuric acid is low volatile because of the strong hydrogen bonding, and it is used to manufacture the more volatile acid like HCl, HF, HNO3 from their corresponding salt NaCl, NaF, NaNO3. Right, students? So here the HF is more volatile, HCl more volatile, and HNO3 also more volatile. So these more volatile components are produced by the sulfuric acid. So sulfuric acid react with the HF or HCl. Sulfuric acid react with the NaF or NaCl or NaNO3. React with sulfuric acid to form HF or HCl or HNO3. Right, students? So more volatile sulfuric acid produced from sulfuric acid. Only fluorine, chlorines are the more volatiles. But the bromide and iodine, what happened in bromide and iodine? Let's see here. But in case of bromide and iodide, halogen acid is formed from the oxidized to free halogen. So here what are the halogen acid is there? The HBr turns into Br molecules. It oxidizes, or you may use the 2Hi turns into I2. How? Because these are the strong reducing agent. These pieces are the strong reducing agent. Why these are all strong reducing agent? The hydrogen bromide and hydrogen iodide both have a large size. Due to large size, their dissociation bond enthalpy is very small. Due to the large size, their dissociation bond enthalpy is very small. So that's why these two species act as a strong reducing agent towards H2SO4. H2SO4 turns into SO4. 2. Understood, friends? The H2SO4 turns into SO2 because the HBr and iodines are the large size of the element. Due to the large size, they have a low dissociation enthalpy. So that's why it acts as a strong. These are act as a strong reducing agent, right? So that's why here these two species, bromide and iodide, are rather than formation of the halogen acid, volatile halogen acid, they turns into iodine molecule and bromine molecules. Right, students? Understood, friends? So let's see the example here. The sodium iodide react with H2SO4 to form sodium bisulfate and hydrogen iodide. And sulfuric acid. Again we are add one more sulfuric acid here. Sulfuric acid turns into H2O and SO2. Hydrogen iodide react with the oxygen to form water. This hydrogen iodide react with oxygen to form water and liberate iodine. So it turns into iodine because it acts as a strong reducing agent. Why iodine is a strong reducing agent? Because it is the large size, and the second point is it is the low dissociation enthalpy. That's why it acts as a strong reducing agent or a reducing agent. Understood, students? I hope you understood. So hot concentrated sulfuric acid react with act as a strong oxidizing agent. Strong oxidizing agent, intermediate between the phosphoric acid, nitric acid, both metal and non-metal oxidized sulfuric acid which is reduced to SO2. So here the copper react with sulfuric acid to form SO2 and H2O. Sulfate and carbon non-metals both are react. Sulfate react with sulfuric acid to form SO2 and water molecules. Carbon also react with sulfuric acid to form carbon dioxide, SO2 and H2O. So here the hot concentrated sulfuric acid act as a strong oxidizing agent. Strong oxidizing agent. The sulfuric acid turns into SO2. Right. Uses. The concentrated sulfuric acids are used in the many industrial important purpose. So here it is used here. The manufacture of 100 of other the compound also may industrial use. The bulk of sulfuric acid used in the fertilizer purpose, ammonium sulfate and the ammonium phosphate purpose, and it is used in the petrol refining. It is used as a pigment of paint, dyestuff, intermediates, detergent industry, metallurgical industry, storage of battery, and the nitrocellulose production, and the laboratory reagent we are using our lab students. Determining the chlorine, bromine, iodine determination we are using as a laboratory reagent. Right, students? So this is about the sulfuric acid. So in this topic we are completed the 16 group of element. Next chapter we are going to discuss about the 17 group of element. Right, students? I hope you understood. If you find any doubt, ask me, student. Thank you so much.